Welcome to our presentation session discussing working from home, women between public and domestic spheres after the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Most of us may know that the outbreak of coronavirus disease 19 started in China around January this year has caused not only a global health emergency but also an abruptly radical change in private lifestyle. Suddenly, physical distancing, lockdown, and work from home are some words that have become the most frequently spoken ones in our daily lives. In 15th of March, President Joko Widodo appealed Indonesian citizens to work, study, and worship at home in order to minimize the spreading of this pandemic virus. Arguably, this stay-at-home appeal has impacted on Indonesian citizens' daily life matters. One of the important issues, which tend to be slipped away because it is still considered normal, is how working mothers cope with this situation, balancing their acts in conducting professional, caring, and domestic works at the same places, their homes. Numbers of research have investigated division of roles and labor between female and male workers, but they were conducted before working from home has become a new norm. After the outbreak of COVID-19, Ellen Dubke Orsted Ramsey entered did research with argument that economic downturn caused by the current COVID-19 outbreak has substantial implications for gender equality, but it is not specific on Indonesia and more focused on economical matters by using economic approach. In order to fill its gap, this research uses qualitative methods with gender and cultural approach to expose the way Indonesian working mothers deal with an inequality of gender and power relations for their own benefits. Arguably, local traditions may give different impacts on the change of gender equality values. Women's negotiations may also differ, as they may face different patriarchal norms. Because of that, recent questions are: how far does Indonesian government's working from home program give an impact in changing patriarchal gender relations and distribution of work division at home? To what extent do women modify their home function in coping with COVID-19 pandemic condition and in minimizing patriarchal authority at their own home? Kandiyoti's patriarchal bargains concept follows anti-single stereotype of housewives critic and the argument of Dowler, Carubia, and Szczygiel about the function of home will be used as analysis tools.
Now I will continue the presentation and talk about our findings and conclusion. Based on our interviews, we found such as following. Women have bargained with imposed patriarchal values that restrict their power by using various tactics. For example, they generally put their husband as the formal head of family, while on daily practice, some of them are the de facto leaders and main provider of their families. Women use their domestic skills to help family financial crisis and participate in social activities. Women, to certain extents, renegotiate patriarchal gender relation or power by minimizing their husband's single-hand authority. Husbands, in various degrees, participate in doing domestic works and taking care of their children. However, the wives still take the initiative and the most active part in managing house chores. Working from home program has given women some good opportunities. For example, having more time in doing their hobbies, gathering with family members, creating second job, and developing self-actualization. Even though at the same time, women have to cope with hectic situations in doing her domestic and public roles. Modifying traditional divisions of house rooms. For example, a kitchen as a center of family business and social activities, and a living room as a classroom. Using their homes as a places to educate their children about gender equality values. Conducting business and social activities at home while also doing domestic works at the same time. Now I will show you some answers by our respondents regarding working from home during this pandemic season. The first one is respondents' answer about negotiating traditional gender role. The second one is respondents' answer about who is the head of family. The third one is respondents' answer about new opportunity in this pandemic season. The fourth one is respondents' answer about who is doing house chores in family. The fifth one is respondents' answer about social activities during pandemic season. The sixth one, or the last one, is respondents' answer about relationship with her children during this pandemic season. So, based from our findings, we concluded as following. First, as the impact of COVID pandemic condition, the middle class working mothers who have been forced to go back to their homes seemingly use their homes as struggling places to renegotiate the old patriarchal role divisions and unequal gender or power relation. Second, their homes to some extent are used as learning sites for gender equality values and modified to fulfill their extended functions as domestic, work, and social sphere. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.